Welcome, everyone, to the Flower Files podcast sponsored by Wildly Native Flower Farm. Here, everyone is welcome to talk with fellow flower lovers, including real perspectives from the farm, the flowers, and me, the florist.
From the messy day-to-day operations down to the details and even business perspectives, this podcast has a little bit of everything to keep it real. We know that life can get crazy and we don't always have the time to spend on what we love, so we are here to help you take a little time to indulge in nature. I'm Liza Getz.
I'm Lizzie Frey, and we are the team that makes this podcast. Every once in a while, we have a couple guests, this business thing, and what we are working with is called life.
Join us as we walk you through how to think outside the box, talk from the farmer's perspective, have honest conversations about florals, and how to run, well, life. So listen in.
You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, in the podcast section, and any of your other podcast platforms. You can also find us online at wildlynativeflowerfarm.com, and in an easy way, you can look in the show notes, and all of the information will be right there for easy access for you guys.
Hey, flower friends, and welcome back to the Flower Files. I'm your host, Liza, and today we're diving into something every florist and flower farmer has experienced. Probably best described as the chaos, the charm, and the curveballs of flower deliveries. You can have the prettiest bouquet and the perfect plan, but you still end up sweating in a stranger's driveway trying to figure out if you're at the right house. So today I'm sharing some of my favorite, most unforgettable delivery day stories, the good, the bad, and maybe those that are a little wild. Listen in. So I am here to share with you today a little bit about some of our, I guess this would definitely count as a behind the scenes episode.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, and you guys hear the extra voices. They are not in your head. I have two guests with me today. I have the ever famous Kenley
Hello, guys.
and our God loving Amber.
Hi, I'm back.
I was like, God love Amber. Can you take care of? Yes. And she just does it. And you guys know that I drag Kenley into everything, everywhere, all the time.
Yeah.
Fun fact: I found recently my marbles award.
Oh my gosh. That must be the theme this week because when I was looking for those sunflower plates the other day, the sunflower like planting plates, I found a bag of marbles.
Oh, that's
There's my
fun.
book. I found my marble. Oh, you want to explain what the Marble Award is there, Amber?
It means that I never lose my marbles. Senior year FFA banquet at the end of the year, I was given the marbles award because no matter what she threw at me, I never lost my marbles.
Yeah,
And that definitely holds true.
I was going to say that holds true because there's some days, and the whole topic of today's deliveries where I'm like, Amber, you have to go to Rock Hall, then to Kennedyville, then to Galena, then somewhere else. And she's like, okay,
Sure, we'll
yeah,
figure it
you're
out.
halfway across Kent County in a matter of 30 minutes, but you're fine.
We do a tour of the county damn near every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely some days where I look at your mileage and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, it happens. All good.
What do you listen to when you're driving?
Depends on the day. I was doing podcasts there for a while, and then I was really into audiobooks for a while. But my next listen is on hold because so many people want to listen to it. So it's not ready yet. It'll be ready hopefully sometime in the next month or so. Recently it's just been music. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll find my next good podcast. Yeah.
Because I know you listen to this one sometimes twice. God.
Whoops, sorry again. We dropped you.
Okay, so deliveries. There are definitely some water issues that we have had.
Yeah.
I think Amber and Lizzie are tied for who has spilled the most buckets.
I drop a bucket at least once a week.
Okay, so you definitely win. You definitely win. I swear to God, anytime Lizzie has my car, the buckets fall over and she's always like, "Yeah, I spilled a bucket." But she never like lifts up the plastic piece. I have had mold grow in my car.
See, I pull my
Weather tech mat.
yeah, I pull the WeatherTech mat out to the back end, and I just kind of push down on the edge of it, and then it all just spills out.
Oh no, she doesn't know. See, she can't spill it on that. She spills it so that it hits the carpet on the floor
Oh no.
because you can't pull that out.
Yeah.
No. I always know when Lizzie's driven it and it's been a hot weekend because it kind of smells like mildew every once in a while. I'm like, oh yeah, Lizzie was here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I love the Acadias.
Oh yeah.
They get lots of love around here.
Yeah.
Well, and the van.
Oh, yeah.
The van, a lot of the times, if we're headed out to a wedding in the morning, I literally am filling, like, there's been days where I literally take the hose and I'm filling the different things, like with the hose. So you're driving down the road and you're leaving a trail
Uh-huh.
of water.
Uh-huh.
I
Yeah.
mean, just,
It happens.
Yeah.
yeah. So why did the bottom of the van rust out? Everybody's going to look at me.
Whoops.
Yeah, that and the green containers that we put the arch pieces in. I feel like on the way home, because some places are weird about like you can't dump water here because of seeds and like all of that kind of stuff. So you have to ride home with water in the back of an empty van, and it's just everywhere. And I'm glad it has that lip to like protect from like where our feet are, because my feet would be soaked all the time.
Yeah. I'm always kind of anticipating that whenever I hear a bucket fall, no
Uh-huh.
matter what vehicle I'm in. I'm like, oh, how hard did that fall? Am I about to get wet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What shoes am I wearing? What is happening?
Me and my Crocs would not stand a chance.
Well, so we deliver two sides. We deliver for personal, home, traditional florist delivery things, and we also deliver weddings. And I think they both have their own myriad of stories.
Hmm.
So when I first started, my first delivery, I don't want to say issue, we're not going to call it an issue. My first delivery story. Okay, so let me back up. Whenever I do a delivery, and I told these guys earlier, I always feel like, you knock on the door and it's awkward. Like, are they home? Are they going to be nice? Is there a dog? And I'm always worried, like, if there's a dog, I delivered to a house where there was a police dog and they had a giant bay window and the dog was up on it, like all paws, freaking out. And you could literally see the glass, like, whoa, 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 whoa. I was like, and this is how I die. Like, I was so, but I always approach deliveries as in, like, your flowers are here, like, yay, like, flowers are fun. I'm not collecting money. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I am literally bringing you sunshine.
The Jehovah's Witnesses were on my doorstep when I got home from playgroup with my child today. You're not the Jehovah's Witnesses.
No, I'm not selling a
No.
vacuum. I'm not selling an encyclopedia. I'm not dropping off food, although sometimes I do like it when people drop off food, but like, I want it to be that smiley, happy thing. So Mother's Day weekend, one of the first weekends where we were trying to like, I needed extra people to deliver. Yeah, I had a couple of my students. They were like, if you ever need help delivering, I was like, oh my gosh, Mother's Day weekend, that would be great. They did a whole bunch of deliveries and then they called me at the end and they were like, yeah, we're done. I was like, okay, is everybody okay? The one girl had knocked on the door. The dog had accidentally gotten out. It had chased her. She tripped and fell in a hole and sprained her ankle. Like, I was like, oh, I need to rethink like this whole delivery thing being like, yay, it's happy. But it is happy. People's faces change when you knock on the door.
Yeah.
Easily. Unless they answer the door and they're like, who are you?
Mm.
Yeah.
And who are you? I have flowers in my hand. A
Yeah.
smile would be great.
Yeah. I always get oh, who are you? What's your name? Who do you work for? Like, it's on the tag. Like,
Calm down.
like you're going to take the flowers inside and stare at them for 5 hours. You'll see the name on the tag.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It's like, oh, calm down. Calm down. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm a personal delivery person. I come every day. As long as there are deliveries, I come every day. I pick up everything that needs to go, and I plan my route, and I go. And usually the first couple are good. They're excited to see me. They're happy. Oh, people must be so happy to see you. And I'm like, yeah, it makes my day. But the longer I'm in the car and the more characters that I encounter, the weirder it gets.
Yeah. Yeah.
delivery addresses too. And here's a PSA: people, label your freaking house.
Yes.
Oh my God,
Please.
label your
Oh my!
houses.
I don't know how EMS doesn't kill people
Uh-huh.
going to the wrong house
Uh-huh.
or not getting to the house.
Mhm.
And if you live on a farm lane and there are multiple houses on the farm lane, please, like, just label, like, literally a stick in the yard with an arrow that says the numbers, which way,
That
please.
would be massively helpful.
Yes, because it's always the long farm lanes that I'm like, there's like 6 houses on this property. Which one? Don't tell me the big white one in the back. There's 3 big white ones in the back. Like,
Or the office. That's my favorite.
Yes.
Deliver to the office. Dude, it's all barns.
Yes.
Where the hell's the office?
Yes.
Literally. One of my favorites was next door to one of the agribusinesses in Lynch.
Mm.
Deliver to the what was that? Deliver to the shop.
Yeah.
You're on a farm lane.
Yeah.
Which one's the shop?
Yeah. That's my point. That is exactly my point. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
And I ended up walking up to somebody at Willard's in Lynch. I was like, "Do you know where this is?" He was like, "Yeah, I think they're over there in that shop, and there's an apartment above it." I was like,
I never would have found that.
I
No.
literally never would have found these humans. Thank you.
And there's so many times people will leave us delivery instructions. It's the blue house, and you pull up and it's green.
Yes.
God, it's the white house with black shutters. That's a red house with green shutters.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Or when people don't even give us a house number and they say, "Oh, it's on the corner of this road and this road, and it's the brick house with cream shutters and there's a gray car in the driveway." And you get to that road and there's no brick house anywhere. Like, just like go on Google Maps. You can find the number on Google Maps if you click on the house.
Yeah.
Like, please,
Yeah.
please don't give us vague directions, because there's so many times where Amber's like, "Oh, what do I have today?" And I'm like, "Well, you have these, and then there's one in Chestertown, but I don't know the house number."
I don't know where it is, so good luck.
Yeah.
Surprise, I'm dropping off to like Prox. Your arrangement lives there now.
Hey guys, Lizzie here. I bet you didn't know this about me, but I am gluten free, and one of the things that I struggle with is going to the grocery store and finding the foods that fit my dietary needs. What I have been doing for the past couple of months is ordering from Hungry Root. Now, Hungry Root is an online company where you can order groceries off of their website. It's full of produce, crackers, cookies, to muffins, to meats, and all the different types of snacks and things like that. They have made my life so much easier in the process of finding foods that fit my dietary needs. There are filters that you can adjust, such as non GMO, dairy free, gluten free, paleo, different preferences, and things like that. So, what they have done for us, because they're such a generous company, the Hungry Root team has given us a 40% off discount code on your first box. So, if you use the code FLOWER40, and that's capital FLOWER 40 at checkout, you will get 40% off your first box. I'm so excited to team up with these guys. They've made such an impact on my life in the morning and to my day-to-day life, and I hope you experience the exact same thing that I do. All of the information will be linked down below, including the link to where it should already be pre-applied to your cart when you hit the link and go to their website, and I will also add the code at the bottom for easy access in our show notes. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and enjoy your first box through Hungry Root.
Will be at the local pizza shop.
Uh-huh.
Oh, so last week you had a fun one.
Oh, last week I mixed up deliveries. It was awesome. It was Father's Day weekend. Okay. I had deliveries on North and South Queen Street. I mixed them up. Simple enough mixed, except that one was a small arrangement that said Happy Father's Day. Love, name. Okay. The other one was a bucket that, you deliver the bucket to a very artsy human and they're meant to arrange it themselves. I go to the first house. Thankfully, nobody answered the door. So I left the bucket and I left and went to the other address. And I said, knock, knock, knock. Surprise, here's your arrangement. And there were 2 dogs at the door. So she was like, oh, just leave it on the porch. And I was like, great, sounds good. Bye. I get in the car. I make it to the center of town heading up to Galena. And I call Kenley and go, Kenley, I think I just mixed up arrangements. She's like, what do you mean you mixed up arrangements? I was like, I mean that I took a bucket to the wrong house and then I gave the other arrangement to the wrong house. They're in opposite places. She goes, "Oh, you're gonna have to go fix that." I was like, "Oh, okay." I was already on my way to Galena, so I went all the way up to Galena and then I came back. Thankfully,
Which is like 20 minutes.
yeah. Thankfully, the human that I dropped the bucket off to had not taken the bucket inside yet. So I just like stole the package off the porch and quietly ran away with it. I went to the other human's house and a different person answered the door. And I said, "Hi, I brought you the wrong arrangement." And she goes, "Yeah, I was wondering who that human was that was on the tag." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, yep, here's your bucket." And I took the arrangement back and placed it on the person's porch and acted like nothing ever happened.
So there have been times where animals, I guess animals for me are the thing. Like I can knock on the door and it's like an older person or a younger person, or sometimes there's been times where I've delivered and it's a little girl who comes to the door and the like is just adorable. But I have definitely delivered. I have been chased by a goat. Like like I got out of the car and the lady's yelling at me. She's like, "The goat will chase you. You should run." I was like, "What?"
Run!
I was like, that's against every rule that I've ever been taught about animals. You don't run. She's like, "Go really quick. He's far enough back." I was like, "Oh my God." So I take the flowers, I get them up to her, and she's like, "All right, I'll distract him." So she's up there shaking the food thing for him. So he's up there. So I start to leave, and she's like, "Oh, he's behind you." So I kept going around and around the car because I couldn't open the car door. She's like, "Oh, he's just going to get in with you." I was like, "Oh, no, he's not."
Oh. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
so she finally convinced him to like move away, but literally like 4 laps around the car because I was like, "Do I get on the car? Like, what do I
He'd
do?"
hop up there with you.
Sunroof.
Yeah.
God.
I don't know if you know the story. That's not the first delivery mix-up I've had.
I've also mixed up deliveries as well.
There was one several years ago now. I had one to Heron Point, okay? Our lovely friend at Heron Point, okay? And another one to a lady out in Centerville. Heron Point, it happened to be her birthday.
Oh.
Lady in Centerville, it was sorry your mom died.
Jeez, you don't want to mix up those tags. Oh, jeez.
Well, I went to Centerville first, and I accidentally gave her happy birthday. I made it back to my car, and I still had the back end of my car open, so I looked at the other arrangement, and I saw the tag, and I was like, "Sorry your mom died. I just accidentally gave you a happy birthday one."
Oh my God.
So I went back up to the door, and I was like, "Hi, I gave you the wrong arrangement." She, like, invites me in.
Ugh.
And I was like, "Oh, man. Okay."
Oh God, that's always the awkward part
Yes.
though. When they're like, "Oh, when it's a little old lady, I feel a little safer." But when they're like, come in, I can't hold that." I'm like, "This is how I die."
Every
There's
single time.
someone there. This is like a ploy. Somebody sent the arrangement to the little old lady so they could bludgeon me. It's like it's a scheme. I'm always like, "I'll put it down." It makes all the
Yeah.
hairs on the back of my neck.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I always feel bad when I'm delivering to the old ladies, and I'm like, "It's got some weight to it, honey. Are you sure that you have this? Are you good?"
They can be slippery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I try to,
Yeah. I always like at least reach in, grab the door, and go, "I've got this. You take that."
Mhm.
or people who have just had surgery too.
Oh yeah.
I'm always like,
Oh yeah. No.
I'm like, "Sorry, we're making you get up."
Yeah, I did the delivery out to Churchill recently that was like, "Don't knock on the door. She can't get up." And I was like, "So who's gonna take the flowers inside?
Yeah, how does this even work?
How
Mhm.
does this work?" So afterwards, I was supposed to text the person that sent it. So I texted her and I was like, "Hey, this person, I can't even remember her name. This person's flowers have been delivered. I left them on the bench next to the door so that they're easier to get to because I don't know how they're getting inside."
I don't know
Yeah.
what kind of surgery they've had.
Yeah. And the house that we had the wrong address and the wrong description that I finally found, I sent Kenley the screenshot of this. I had 2 deliveries there within a week of each other. The first one, of course, wrong address, wrong description, ended up finding them, okay? The second time I went out there, we knew
Where to go?
where to go. Well, I still had that person's phone number and I texted them. I was like, "Hey, I delivered flowers to you a few days ago. I have more for you." There was no answer at the door, so I hope that you love them when you bring them in. She was like, "Oh my goodness, thank you so much." I was like, "I'm gonna be on a first name basis with this human that I've never seen before."
Oh my God. Well, Kenley, I feel like you definitely have a lot more, although you do day-to-day deliveries for us. I feel like your stories lend more on the wedding side.
Yeah. 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 Most of the time when I deliver weddings, I don't know if it's me or just the brides that I get. I never get like, "Oh my gosh, I love them." I always just get, like, stared at like I'm the awkward person, like, doing something wrong. I'm like, "What did I do?" Because I always walk in and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, happy wedding day. Here are your flowers." Like,
Have so much fun.
yeah. I'm like, "Have a great wedding
Well,
day."
it's also slightly awkward sometimes, I'll be honest, at least for me. Like I'm walking in, everybody's half dressed.
Yeah.
Other times they're half drunk. Like you've got all of these people, you knock on the door and everybody's like, whoop, they're staring right at you, like what's happening, what's going on, you know, and sometimes you've got the mom who has a very like that's what they look like
Uh-huh.
because it's the bride and it's their choice. It like
Mhm.
it can be
It's
really
intense. And
sometimes there's not even music on.
no.
That freaks me out.
Yeah, those are the worst.
Getting stone-faced and they're just like I
Uh-huh.
was like, either
That's
you're
like
nervous or you hate each other.
that's like 90% of the weddings I deliver. I don't know if like why, but it's always just like I'm like, "You guys know that you're getting flowers. Like, was it supposed to be a hide and seek game where I like leave them and you go find them so you didn't have to see somebody?" Like, I don't know what's like I don't get it. Yeah, but it is always the worst when the mom's like, "I don't like that." I'm like, "Well, it's your daughter's wedding, fool."
Yeah,
Like,
it's what she chose.
yeah.
How about you be happy and pretend?
Yeah.
Just be happy.
The very first wedding that Cynthia and I set up this year, we delivered the flowers to the house where the reception was also being held, but the church was where the ceremony was being held. So we went to the house first to deliver personals and set up reception. We walked in with the personals, and everybody acted like, okay, but what do we do with the bouquets?
Do you know how many
Yeah.
people have asked? Have you had it where they
Yes.
ask, "Do we carry them in the vases?"
Uh-huh.
I'm like, "What?"
Uh-huh.
I'm like, "No, no, these are the vessels."
Yeah.
Well, we were like, well, you're going to carry them down the aisle. And they were like, okay, well, where should we leave them? I was like, what do you mean, where do you leave them? Like, they were like, well, should you take them to the church? And I was like, well, are you doing pictures here first? They were like, yeah. And I was like, then no, you need to keep them here. Um, and it was just this like long, drawn out explanation of these are what you carry down the aisle.
Mhm.
And that makes me sad because sometimes I'm just like, "Why don't you know?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the other delivery that Cynthia and I did. This had to have been 2 years ago now, where we showed up and everybody was super excited about this wedding, but we knew that the bride was super particular. We walked in with the bouquets and she goes, I hate those. She hated the Gerbers.
Oh, I forgot
Hated
about
the
Mhm.
that.
Gerbers. That was the worst wedding setup I've ever been a part of.
I forgot about that.
Worst. Hated the Gerbers. And Cynthia and I kind of looked at each other and we were like, okay, that's fine. We're just going to cut them out.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No,
Done.
just shift it. Yep.
Done. And then the reception setup was fine, but then we got tied into other pieces of reception setup that we shouldn't have been a part of. The rentals were wonky. Everything was just weird.
Gosh, that always happens to me too.
It was just it was
I
not the
feel like it
vibe.
doesn't matter how much you plan and do. There's going to be all of those last minute little
Mhm.
I think we could do a whole podcast on strange things that happen behind the scenes. But like when somebody says, "Oh, I have all my own candles," and then I'm pulling them out and they're half burnt pillars from somebody else's event that have
Mhm.
soot around the
Mhm.
top,
Yeah.
like they just look like crap. I'm always like standing there with a cloth, like trying
Uh-huh.
to clean them
Yep.
up, like
Uh-huh.
ugh.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm like, "No, no, no, no,
Yeah.
no. Did you not look at this?"
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
I also had a wedding where the bride hated her colors. It was me and Lizzie. It was probably 3 years ago now. We drove. It was a good probably 2 plus hours away.
Was it the crazy mom?
Yes. That was cussing at us. Yes.
Just have to say, whenever there's a crazy mom and work with Amber, she goes like silent and goes, "She's the boss."
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that one this year.
Oh,
We weren't done setting up yet, and the mom came over to me and said, "Is there gonna be more color?" And I was like, I I I don't know. Liza's over there.
yeah, she's the boss. I heard that and I just put my head down and went, "Oh shit."
I'm gonna be so honest. We had already like had a little bit of an encounter with her at this point. So when she came down asking more questions and we were like, no, this is what your daughter asked for. When she came down asking more questions, I was like, I don't know how to handle this. She's over there.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny because not 30 seconds later, one of the bridesmaids came running over and she's like, "It was my job to watch her. I'm so sorry she got out." And I was like, "Oh,
Oh,
She
wow.
escaped her
Oh my
enclosure.
gosh.
I was like, "It's fine, everything's fine." She's like, "The bride loves everything. Don't listen to anyone else." I was like, "Oh, this just went from like awkward to
Wow.
super awkward."
That's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, "Ugh,
Wow.
ugh,
It
yeah."
escaped its
I
enclosure.
was like, "Oh my." She's like, "I had one job and she escaped." I was like, "Oh my god."
Have you guys heard of the wedding asshole?
Oh,
No.
there is always one of them.
Well, no, you
That's
assign
their job.
yeah, you assign somebody to be the wedding asshole. They are allowed to tell anybody that they are not in their place and they need to be in their place.
I've also seen the designated, like, if somebody shows up wearing white, they take a bottle of wine and spill it on them.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
tie-dye that dress.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
Yeah.
Wow.
hmm
Wow, wow, wow. Wow. I don't know. I think I've had a lot. I don't know. I've had a lot of good luck delivering to bride.
I think it's probably because you're the face behind the business. They recognize you. I get a lot of the time too of, "Oh, is Liza here?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"There's more
Mostly
people."
everybody's kind of expecting Liza.
Yes. All the time. I'm like, "Oh, no, Liza's at a different setup today. You get me. Deal with
Yeah.
it."
Sorry.
This is the face you get.
Yeah.
Live with
Yeah.
it. Love it.
Yeah, or they mistake me for you, and they're like, "Oh, are you Liza? Do you own it?" "No."
Kelly's like, "I don't want all that."
No. Yeah. That
Oh my
that
god.
most of the time happens here on the farm. People shout at me like, "Oh, is this your business?" I'm like, "No, ma'am.
Yes,
No."
it is. It is. The amount of work that you do. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Ugh.
I own this. Yeah, no. I mean, I think delivery is it's one of our spaces to be able to connect with people.
Mhm.
And I think it's what we do automatically helps us connect. It's so important. And it's just for me, it's one of my favorite things to do.
Mhm.
I love to go and do those deliveries. I did I did a wedding setup a couple weekends ago, and I got there, and so the contract had said for us to deliver to the private home where everything was, but the girls were getting ready somewhere else. So that's where I went first. And the planner's like, "Oh no, they have pictures at that other event or at that where they're getting ready. You need to take the flowers there." I was like, "No problem." 20 minutes down the road, I go, boop, 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 boop. I go, I set up, I walk in, brand new construction. So everything is mud. I mean, mud, like, ugh, like squishy. I was like, there was nowhere to park. So literally I just stopped and it was gravel and it ended on the water. Like it was definitely squishy. So we put everything in like the restaurant style crates in order to carry the bouquets up. So I'm like slish slosh through everything. I make it up to the door. I'm going, "Please don't let my feet be muddy. I don't want to drag mud into this house." And I knock and they let me in. And the bride is like, "What do I do with these?" And I was like, "Well, this is your bouquet and all of your bridesmaids." And the second planner was like, "Okay, we're going to take them out and we're going to put them on the counter." And the bride was like, "But we're not really doing a ton of pictures." So by this time, I've already been taking them out and they're all on the counter. And then they're talking. And she was like, "I don't think we need them. We just need her." She's like, "Can you just take them to the other space?" I said, "No problem." So I reload everything. And it's like 12 bouquets. We're not talking three, it's like 12 of them. So I'm putting them back in the container. And then the photographer comes in. She's like, "All right, all the girls get together. You got to grab your bouquets."
Oh.
So we took them all back out. And the planner was like, "No, no, no. We're not supposed to do those pictures here. They're supposed to be at the other place." So I put them all back in. It's like, "I'm done." I was done. I was like, "Where do you want your boutonniere? Like, just tell me where you want your boutonniere." She was like, "That can definitely go to the venue." Thank you.
Oh.
So
That would have fried me. That
lack of communication between the planner, the secondary planner, and the photographer, like it just was, and there was a high level of anxiety in the room to begin with. Like,
I also really liked one of the first ones that I did this year where we got there and the photographer was immediately asking for flowers. So we handed over the boutonnieres, right? They just need cute little detail flowers, so hand over the boutonnieres. Well, the photographer was like, "I'm going to take these to the guys." All right, cool. At some point, one of the planners was like, "Hey, where are the boutonnieres?" I was like, "What do you mean, where are the boutonnieres? The photographer was supposed to be taking them." So the boutonnieres are MIA. Okay. I actually had a second wedding on location, right? This venue had multiple different spots. Okay. So I go and deliver the other wedding, and all of the guys for both weddings are getting ready in the same spot. Okay.
Oh.
So I go over to that spot to deliver the boutonnieres for the secondary wedding. And while I'm there, I go, okay, I need you to take me up to the guy's suite for the first wedding so that we can see if the boutonnieres are there. And the lady at the front desk goes, absolutely, I got you.
I love front desk ladies. They are always so
yeah.
helpful.
Oh, yeah.
So we go up, she knocks on the door, the guy opens the door, they're all wearing their boutonnieres. I said, that's all I needed to know. You guys look great. Have fun. Bye.
And a lot of the times, if there's two shooters, sometimes the primary photographer isn't entirely positive what that secondary shot I don't want to say shooter, but like the secondary shot person, photographer person, they're not always positive like
Right.
how far along they are, what they've gotten done. And so sometimes they come to us and it's like, hey, where's that? And I'm like, I know. Your people took it.
Yeah. Ask your other half. I don't know.
Yeah. And PSA, can we just say, guys, please, I understand it's your wedding day, but dear God, please answer the door and a little more than what you wear sometimes.
Fully clothed, preferably.
Yeah, preferably. Just something.
Henley, the wedding that we took way over to Frederick.
Yeah.
Did you tell anybody about the game room?
No. Oh my gosh, that it was
Incredible.
amazing.
All these vintage
Like arcade
uh,
machines.
arcade games. Pin
Yes.
they had us
Yes. And they had a whole bunch of LED beer signs everywhere too. It
amazing.
was cool.
Henley has a video of it. Maybe we can slide that in sometime.
Yes, I showed it to PJ and he was like, "I want that."
Man cave.
Uh-huh. It was awesome and they worked too. They weren't just like sitting there.
Yeah. The downfall of it was that in like the kitchen area where we had to do the cake was a Pac-Man
Oh my
machine.
gosh,
And the entire time we were putting that cake together, it was singing at us.
I wanted to throw a brick through it. It was so annoying. Because Amber was
That's
like,
why it was in a different room.
Amber was like, "Oh, should I put this flower here or there?" And the Pac-Man's just singing in the background. Uh-huh. I was like, if this doesn't stop, I'm going to freak out. Yeah.
So you guys know that I work mostly with women and men approach things a little differently sometimes. So really busy when we first started one weekend and I was running around, I was trying to do all this stuff and Joe, my husband says to me, "You know what? I'll help. I'll help.
I know where this is going.
You know, I'll take a delivery." I was like, "Oh my God, that would be awesome. This is an outlier. If you can just take this one, that would be great." And he was like, "No problem, sweet." Goes, he takes his delivery, he comes back. So how'd it go? He goes, "I will never, ever deliver for you again." I was like, What?
What happened?
What do you mean? He was like, "I get there. I think I get there because the directions weren't entirely clear." I'm like, "Well, we deal with that all the time. Why is this a deal?" He's like, "I pull up and there is one single strand of electric fence holding back the horse that I have to walk beside to get to the front door. And the horse can reach over and grab the flowers as I'm trying to walk past." He's like, "I don't do horses. I'm done. Never again." And to this day, he has never again delivered anything.
Nope.
And that was every bit of 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-mm. Never, ever, ever again. Because I mean, sometimes he'll be like, "Do you need anything?" I'm like, "Just make me dinner." Just make me dinner. Oh my gosh. So, one last thing, because I try not to make the episodes super crazy long, but delivery methods. I feel like over the years, we have really learned different ways. Um, One of my favorite things, if we have a really big bouquet, is to drop it into one of our buckets and strap it in with a seatbelt, which horrifies everybody, but it works for me. I, 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 I don't know. I don't care if it moves a little. If the vase moves a little bit in that bucket, but the arrangement isn't going anywhere, I don't care. We've got foam that we can squish things into.
Yeah, how do you describe that? It's just like a block of foam with X's cut in it, and the vases fit nice and snug in.
Yeah.
and they don't go anywhere.
No,
Unless they're too big.
yeah.
Like, unless it's like $100 vase that's tall, that's not going to work. So, to combat that, we have a different delivery system that we use where it's basically pegboards with PVC piping. And I've seen some places, if we're doing like a show or something like that, and there's other florists, man, the whole back of their van is covered in them, which is fascinating. Um, our van has shelves. Kelly, what is that stuff called that we rolled out on it? It's like an anti-slip.
It's an anti-slip mat thing. It's kind of like what you put in the bottom of your dresser drawers. Kitchen drawers probably are better. Yeah, I don't know. It's like white stuff that's
Comes
anti-slip.
in many colors, but ours is white. And we use that for all of like any of our dish work and things like that that can just sit
Scattered
on there.
vases too.
Yeah, in the racks.
Yes. Yeah.
It works really well for that.
Mm-hmm. The first time I delivered with PJ with that, he was like, "Are you sure they're not gonna fall off?" I was like, "Yes, honey. Just don't drive like an idiot."
Yeah.
Like,
Don't drive like a madman.
yeah.
Don't drive like Liza. And then we learned that it was easiest for us to deliver in something that was super easy for us to be able to carry and maneuver, and things are, solid. And that's those restaurant racks. Shot glass size votives fit great in a 49 square hole that you can stack a whole bunch of them. I mean, they have been a lifesaver, absolute lifesaver. And we have the random boxes that, we'll shove with foam or packing peanuts or bubble wrap or whatever.
Yeah, you need 46 hurricane vases, and our things hold 44. Okay, so we're just gonna grab a little shopping basket, stuff it with some bubble wrap, and throw the extra 2 in.
Yeah.
I love the fact that we have
Oh
grocery
yeah.
store
Oh yeah.
baskets.
Any other florists out there, if you're listening to this, get like grocery store shopping baskets. They freaking are amazing.
I
Yeah,
was going to say
half of ours
label them clearly.
half of ours have
We
disappeared.
should have 12. I think we have 4 currently. And randomly people would be like, "Oh, I borrowed this." Okay.
Guaranteed, there's one in the back end of Cynthia's car that she used like 6 weeks ago that she's forgotten about.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, yeah.
Like for a wedding, she didn't just like I'm gonna steal this, but like for
But
sure
it's
there's
so,
one in the back
but half
end.
the time you go to the grocery store and they're not even there.
Yeah, no.
So it must be like this universal monster who comes around and just eats them.
It's like the sock monster.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 100%.
Mhm.
So
Have you heard the every time you lose a sock in the laundry, it reappears as a Tupperware lid that doesn't match anything you own?
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
that's brilliant.
I haven't told either of you. Don't let your Tupperware lids fall to the bottom of your dishwasher and onto the heating element. Freaking destroyed it. It literally just like melted a straight line through the center of my lid. Yeah. And PJ was like, "It smells like you just blew out a candle." I was like, "I don't know, honey." He opened the dishwasher. He was like, "It's coming from in here." I was like, "Okay." We look down there. It's like my little tiny, like the snap cup size ones, and it literally is like a line halfway through it. I was like, "Oh, that's lovely." And I was like, "Do I need to rewash all of these now? Because there's like melted plastic particles all over them."
Oh, yeah. Quick wash. I would have run that again.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing you didn't like set the dishwasher and leave
Yeah.
and burn the house down.
Yeah.
Ugh. That's not horrifying
No.
at
So
all.
make sure your Tupperware lids are like tucked in safely. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. So here's the thing, delivery is not just the last step of the job, it's the final chance for us to connect, show that we actually care, and we deliver more than flowers because each flower delivery is a moment. Wedding flowers, it's a moment. Day to day delivery, sorry for your surgery, sorry for your birthday. Well, happy birthday.
Merry Kwanzaa.
There you go. Sorry for your loss.
Uh-huh. Or just because I love you ones. Those are my favorite.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I just want to make your day.
Ooh, and I love the ones where we get to read, like we get
Oh my gosh, the freaking notes I've had to written.
great
I've
notes.
had to write. I don't remember the full note.
Honey Boo Boo.
Honey Boo
I love
Boo.
you, cockroach. I was like, what?
I had the word daddy and muffin in the same
Oh,
note.
I delivered
Yes,
that.
I was like, what the fuck is wrong with people?
You realize that if people have to write this,
Yes.
read this, and like, Yeah, some of them I'm like, wow, that's a little racy. I will write that personally. I'm not handing that to any child that is included here to write that. So whether you're a flower farmer doing porch drop-offs or a wedding florist navigating hotel lobbies and backcountry roads, know that the last 10 feet of the door, those matter. So if you have your own delivery story, funny, stressful, sweet, any of them, I would love to hear it. So DM us on Instagram at Wildly Needed Flower Farm or at the Flower Files podcast. You can also email us. And if you love today's episode, leave a review or share it with someone who's ever delivered a bouquet with one hand and navigated a traffic circle with the other. Whew. And not spilled the bucket. So until next time, keep growing, keep blooming, and keep delivering those petals with purpose.
Hey guys, just dropping a line to tell you about Patreon.
So I asked them, meaning Mom and Amber, what is Patreon anyway? Because I honestly had no idea. So we're going to explain it to you from our perspective so that you understand and so that I understand.
Because the first time I saw it, I was like, Patron, we're drinking tequila? Great. So Patreon is for less than a cup of coffee, those fancy coffees that y'all like, a day, you can sign up to become one of our members.
A little family.
Exactly. And what does that get us?
It gets us some freebies, some special episodes that other people do not get access to. You can interact with us on a special platform where we can ask you questions and interact with you. It's tons of fun.
Mm-hmm. And even on those special episodes, we might be less censored than we are already. And we're going to have a couple fun ones that we can just kind of throw in there and talk about and laugh and go on tangents and have fun. So I hope that you all enjoy it because we're going to have fun along the way. We're crazy, crazy, crazy excited.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Back to the episode now. Bye.
Gracias!